Hello everyone. Today our topic is transcription in prokaryotes. As you know, the transcription meaning copying of genetic information from DNA to RNA. That means always from one strand of DNA, one stranded RNA is formed. Okay, and that DNA strand from which the RNA strand is formed, that is known as the template DNA strand. Okay, and that template DNA strands polarity is from 3' to 5' direction. Okay guys, so now here see, in case of prokaryotes, the transcription process and the translation process both occur simultaneously in the cytoplasm. Why? Because in case of prokaryotes there is no true nucleus, and that is why all these processes, like all the process of central dogma, occur in the cytoplasm. Okay, so in case of prokaryotes, transcription and translation occur simultaneously. That means there is no intermediate phase between these two. Okay, so now here say, the main enzyme or the important enzyme which involves in the transcription process in case of prokaryote is the RNA polymerase. Okay, remember, the important enzyme that involves in the transcription process is called as the RNA polymerase. But what is the difference between this eukaryotic RNA polymerase and prokaryotic RNA polymerase? Yes, that is in their constitution, that means in their components. So here see, you can see, in case of prokaryotic RNA polymerase, this type of RNA polymerase consists of 5 subunits. Okay, in case of prokaryotic cell, the enzyme which help or involved in the process of transcription is called as the RNA polymerase enzyme, which is also known as the holoenzyme. And this RNA polymerase enzyme consists of 5 subunits. Remember, twice alpha, 1 beta, 1 beta prime, and 1 sigma. Remember, 2 alpha subunit, 1 beta subunit, 1 beta prime subunit, and 1 sigma subunit, or you can say sigma factor. Okay, so among these 5 subunit, these 3 you can see here, the alpha, beta, and beta prime, these 3 subunits are known as the core enzyme, core, the main enzyme. Okay, the main subunit of the RNA polymerase enzyme. Whereas this sigma factor of this RNA polymerase enzyme recognizes the start signal, or you can say the promoter's region of the DNA. The promoter region means the region in which the RNA polymerase binds before the process of transcription. That is called as the promoter region. In case of prokaryotes, that is called as the Pribnow box, and in case of eukaryotic DNA, that promoter site is called as the Hogness box. Okay, so now the RNA polymerase consists of 5 subunits, 2 alpha, 1 beta, 1 beta prime, and 1 sigma. Okay, so now in this process, in this transcription process, one another factor is very essential, that is called as the rho factor. Okay, this rho factor is very important. Why? Because this rho factor helps in the termination of this transcription process. Okay guys, so you should remember the name of the enzyme and the components of the enzyme, and also remember the another factor which is known as the rho factor, which involved in the termination process of transcription. Okay guys, so now move to our next slide. Here see, so you can see here, this is the structure of the RNA polymerase of the prokaryotic cell. So now here these two round structures are the alpha subunit, that means there are 2 alpha subunit here. Then you can see here the yellow one is called as the beta subunit, then this neon or green color is called as the beta prime, and this purple color circle is called as the sigma factor. Okay, so these are the components of the RNA polymerase. So now next slide. So now here the steps involved in the transcription process. So the first step involved in the transcription process is the initiation. That means you can say the starting. So how the transcription process begins? Simple process: when the RNA polymerase enzyme binds to the promoter of DNA, then the transcription process begins. Very simple, very easy to remember. Here see, when the RNA polymerase enzyme binds to the promoter site of DNA, the promoter site is always rich in TATA, that means thymine and adenine. Okay, the promoter site in DNA is always rich in thymine and adenine, and that is why this area, this region is called as the Tata box. In case of prokaryotic cell, this is called as the Pribnow box. So when this RNA polymerase enzyme binds to the promoter site of this template DNA strand, then the process of transcription begins. Okay, so now move to the second step, that is the elongation. Here see, the beta and beta prime subunit of RNA polymerase helps in unwinding DNA molecule. Unwinding means it helps in the opening of this DNA molecule, because all the DNA molecules found intact, that means these are held together with the help of the hydrogen bonds. Okay, that means all these hydrogen bonds present between the two strands of DNA are unwinded or open up with the help of the beta and beta subunit of the RNA polymerase enzyme. Okay, so now next, you see, the enzyme, that means the RNA polymerase enzyme, moves along the DNA. DNA means the template DNA from which the RNA is producing. Okay, the enzyme moves along the DNA, binding a nucleoside triphosphate that pairs with next DNA base and opening DNA helix as it moves. That means when the RNA polymerase enzyme binds to the promoter site of template DNA strand, then the beta and beta subunit of the RNA polymerase helps in the unwinding of the DNA double helix. Okay, so simultaneously the enzyme, which is the RNA polymerase enzyme, moves along the DNA template strand, and as well as simultaneously it polymerizes the nucleoside triphosphate. Okay, polymerizes means add up. It's help in the adding of the addition, means adding of the nucleotide triphosphate. Okay, these are ATP, GTP. Sorry, these are, yes, these are the ATP, GTP, CTP, and UTP. Okay, that means adenosine triphosphate, guanosine triphosphate, cytidine triphosphate, and uridine triphosphate, not the thymidine triphosphate, because you know that in case of RNA the thymine is replaced by uracil. Okay, so this RNA polymerase progressively polymerizes this ATP, GTP, CTP, and UTP. Okay, this way it will form one long chain of the RNA finally. Okay, so now here see next sentence. So once the new RNA molecule becomes 8 to 9 bases long, the sigma factor releases from the RNA polymerase. So you know the sigma factor which recognizes the promoter site in DNA. Promoter site means the starting site in DNA. Okay, that means when the newly formed RNA strand becomes 8 to 9 bases long, when the 8 to 9 bases are added, bases means what? Bases means nitrogenous bases, adenine, guanine, cytosine, and uridine. Okay, that means uracil. So when these nitrogenous bases are added and it becomes 8 to 9 bases, then automatically this sigma factor is released from the RNA polymerase enzyme. Okay, that means in the structure of RNA polymerase enzyme, this sigma factor is detachable. That means when the newly formed RNA strand becomes 8 to 9 bases long, nitrogenous bases long, then automatically the sigma factor releases from the RNA polymerase enzyme. Okay, and it is separated from that enzyme. So now next move to the next slide, which is the last phase or last step of the transcription, that is called as the termination. Termination means simply the ending process. Okay, so once the polymerase reaches the terminator region, a chain terminating protein called as the Rho factor stop RNA synthesis. Are you getting my point? That means how the transcription process terminates or stop. Simply, when the RNA polymerase enzyme reaches the terminator region in the template DNA, then one another factor, that is the Rho factor, helps in the termination of the RNA synthesis, or simply it helps in the process of termination of transcription. Okay, now the nascent RNA and RNA polymerase fall off and thus transcription terminates in prokaryotes. Nascent RNA means the newly produced RNA and the RNA polymerase enzyme fall off, and thus the transcription process terminates in prokaryotes. Very simple steps. Okay, so it is very easy to remember all the steps because there are only 3 stages or steps. The first one is the initiation, that means the starting, how it is started. When the RNA polymerase binds to the promoter site of the DNA, then the transcription process is initiated or started. How it is elongated? The beta and beta subunit of the RNA polymerase enzyme helps in the unwinding of the DNA molecule, and the enzyme moves along the DNA and it polymerizes the nucleoside triphosphate. Nucleoside triphosphates means the ATP, GTP, CTP and UTP. All these are called as the nucleoside triphosphate one by one in a long chain. And this way, when the long chain of the RNA becomes 8 to 9 bases long, then automatically the sigma factor releases from the RNA polymerase. And the last step is the termination. In case of termination, when the RNA polymerase enzyme reaches the terminator region in the template DNA strand, then the another factor called as the Rho factor helps in the termination of this transcription process. Okay, and this way the newly formed RNA strand and the RNA polymerase are separated from each other, and thus one RNA is formed in prokaryotic cell. Remember, in prokaryotic cell, both processes, that means the transcription process and translation process, occur in the same region, that means in the same cytoplasm. Okay, so now here see the diagrammatic representation. So here the first one is the initiation stage. In this initiation stage, here you can see the strand of DNA which is from the 3 prime. Here see, this is the 3 prime and 5 prime. This strand is called as the template strand. This one. Here you can see this one. The gray color. The gray color, there are 2 strands, 2 different colored strands. One is the gray, one is the pink color. Yes, the grayish color strand is called as the template strand, which polarity is 3 prime to 5 prime. Okay, so only from this strand the new RNA strand is formed, because always the new strand is formed from 5 prime to 3 prime direction, and that is why the template strand is always in the opposite direction, that means 3 prime to 5 prime. Okay, now the second step, here see, this is the sigma factor, and this whole round structure is the RNA polymerase. This is the RNA polymerase enzyme, inside which this is the sigma factor. The sigma factor recognizes the initiation or promoter site in the template strand. The yellow part, here you can see the yellow part is the promoter site where the RNA polymerase binds, and when the RNA polymerase binds to this yellow part which is called the promoter site, then the process of transcription begins. Now in the second one, the elongation. So in case of elongation, the RNA polymerase moves along the template DNA strand. Okay, it proceeds. Remember, the RNA polymerase once bind to the promoter site, then it proceeds or moves along with the template DNA strand. This way it proceeds along with the template DNA strand, and simultaneously it polymerizes the long chain of RNA by adding of or addition of ATP, GTP, CTP and UTP. That means this one, the yellow one, this is the newly formed RNA strand. Okay, so this one is the RNA polymerase, and this yellow, the yellow one, this is the newly formed RNA strand. Now the last one is the termination. In case of termination, when the RNA polymerase enzyme, this one, when the RNA polymerase enzyme reaches the terminator region, which one is the terminator region? You can see clearly here the green color. The green color region is called as the terminator site. So when the RNA polymerase enzyme reaches this green color spot or this terminator region, then the process of transcription terminates. Okay, and remember, during the termination process, the rho factor of RNA polymerase, or simply the rho factor, binds with the RNA polymerase, and this way it helps in the termination of the transcription process in prokaryotes. So remember, there are two factors are very important in case of the prokaryotic transcription. One is the sigma factor, which always recognizes the starting point, and one is the rho factor, which always help in the termination of the newly produced RNA strand. That means which involved in the termination of the transcription process. Okay guys, so this is all for today guys. So in our next class we will discuss about the transcription in eukaryotic cell. Okay, till then, bye bye.